Hi, folks. Andrew here, Top Fitness Strategies. I am the face who runs the place, your virtual personal trainer. Look younger, stay active, feel amazing. Fit after 50, done right. And of course, today we have another one of our great interviews coming up. And this is a little bit different because I was contacted by Christine Jackson, and says, "Hey, I think I could benefit or help out your clientele." I said, "Well, that's great. What do you do?" And so we started talking. I said, "This is great. I'm gonna have her on, and we're gonna have fun with this one. This is gonna be a little bit different for me." So I tell you what, I'll bring her on the screen right now. But Christine is a certified nutrition coach and personal trainer who helps busy moms in her 40s lose weight without going back to diet rules or calorie counting. She teaches simple habits that heal the messy relationship with food, boost energy, and help them feel good in their clothes again. Her coaching blends strength, balanced meals, real life routines that fit an actual mom life. Moms work with Christine because she makes healthy living feel simple, supportive, and nothing like the diets that burn them out. And now you can also say, if you want to, that you are a guest on Top Fitness Strategies. Welcome, Christine Jackson.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful, wonderful intro.
Well, of course, you wrote it, so there you go.
There we go. Good job, me.
Yeah, good job, you. And to be honest, usually I don't read them that well. I usually mess up all the way through there, so I practiced that several times. So,
Oh, wow.
all right. Now,
Oh, thank
Christine
you.
is you're the owner of Propel Nutrition Coaching.com. Is that correct? Did I
Yes,
say that
that's
right?
correct. Yep,
Okay. And you work with the moms over 40. All right.
I
I
do.
said this is going to be a little bit different because my clientele is over 50. Yours is a little bit younger than mine, but I think we kind of blend together going into all this stuff.
I
So, which
really think so. Yeah.
which
I
is
think
a great thing.
these, you can put a number on it. You can put an age to it. You can put a sex to it, male, female, whatever. But I think it works for everybody.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely. Absolutely. When it comes to nutrition tips and everything else, yes, it does work for everybody.
Yeah,
And you just happen to find a niche that you're familiar with, that you're basically living yourself, because if I
I
recall,
am.
don't you have a couple of kids?
I have two girls,
Two
7
young
and
girls?
10. I'm in my
Oh,
40s. I have my job. I'm balancing it all. And I get
7 and 10. So that means in a few years you're going to have all kinds of teenage
drama.
drama going. That's the word I was looking for. Teenage drama going on.
Oh, yeah. My 7-year-old, she's just like, she's giving me a preview of what's coming. And it's scary.
Well, we can get into all that later on, but right
Oh,
now
absolutely.
we got to stay on focus. That's my job, is to stick us on focus, keep us on focus here. And a little bit about your background. So tell us about who you are, where you came from, and then I got some specific stuff I want to target for you or get into for you.
Absolutely. All right. Like I said, I'm Christine. I got into this, unfortunately, because maybe unfortunately or fortunately, but in my 20s, I struggled with an eating disorder myself. I went into it just trying to lose, 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I started my coworkers that I was working with. I was a geologist in past life. The coworkers I was working with were like these Ironman triathlete guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like they would take me for runs or to the gym, introduced me to the gym because I was not a gym goer. I was not really sporty or active growing up. And I thought that was cool. And I was like, well, maybe I can like work on my nutrition. And this was like the time of, what was it? Like the last 10 pounds boot camps. What's that big one right now? Oh my gosh.
The big one right now,
Or there was just the Netflix documentary on it.
Biggest Loser.
The Biggest Loser. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And just the whole diet culture, the healthy living bloggers, I went down a rabbit hole and I ended up cutting out food groups and I ended up at 98 pounds. I was having panic attacks.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Yeah. Everything went pear-shaped. And eventually I was able to pull myself out of it with the love and support of family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to fuel myself properly and really love my body and take care of it instead of punishing it with exercise. And, I had my kids and I took a look at them and I was like, I don't want you to go through what I went through, what can I do to make changes? To at least show you how to live with a healthy relationship with food and exercise and your body. So that's what really led me into nutrition coaching and personal training, because I also knew there was a ton of women out there, men too, who are looking to lose weight. They still have this diet culture from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s in their brains, and that's what they think they need to do, when in fact it's almost the complete opposite. So yeah, my goal is to help these people lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way that their kids can look up to and learn from as well.
Wow, that's that's great. That's a very interesting story. I like that.
Yeah.
You said something in there that I wrote down. I wanted to ask you about this. It says you were punishing your body with exercise.
Yes.
Okay, that stood out to me when you said that, because I've never heard it phrased like that before. So what do you mean by punishing your body with exercise?
If I indulged in, say, a dinner out with my boyfriend, who's now my husband, I would go to the gym for like 2 hours the next day and be like, nope, shouldn't have eaten that. This is what you get.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So you were using exercise more of I have to say, like for a punishment rather than a, okay, that's a
Yeah,
mindset
and it
thing. Oh,
wasn't
I
to
like
build,
that.
yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't to build muscle. It was just to shrink. And everyone was telling me I was looking so good. What are you doing? Like, you've lost weight. And I would take all of this in and be like, oh, then I can do better. I can do more. People are telling me that this looks good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So, all right. So you had the punishment going for yourself, the self
Yes.
punishment, and also the which is a downer. The punishment's a downer. Which plus you had the high of people saying, "Hey, you're doing something right. Keep doing what you're doing." So, wow. I guess so. And when you look back at it mentally, it had to be a living hell, so to speak. Sorry for saying that, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
is that accurate
All
to
I thought
say?
about. I was obsessed. Obsessed. It's
Wow.
all I thought about. I knew the calories in everything I was eating.
Oh, so at the time you were counting calories.
Oh, yeah. I was doing it all. Eating as
Oh,
little as possible, knew the calorie count in everything. I didn't know anything about protein or carbohydrates or fats or anything. I was just hyper focused on calories.
oh, interesting. Okay, which this is another question that I have on here. And people who follow me know I say this. I have never, ever, ever counted calories in my life. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad, wrong, right, good, bad, whatever. I'm just saying that's not something that I do, because personally it would just drive me insane to think
Yes.
of very little calorie counting. So when you approach somebody, a client, or you talk to somebody and says, okay, well, how I teach, how I train, I don't count calories. What do they, what do, what's the feedback, or the what do they say to you about that?
They're quite skeptical at first. And this is what I do with a lot of them is they come in and they're like, no, like I want my calories. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's start there. If that's what you've been taught, this is what you know, this is what you feel comfortable with. Let's start there. So we look at their calories most of the time, and I give them a breakdown as well of how many calories they should be eating for their goals. So if they're looking for body recomposition, to lose fat, to gain weight, we look at that. But underneath that is also what those calories should look like in your proteins and your fats, your carbohydrates, your fiber, your veggies. And a lot of them are very shocked at the number being so high.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the time, it's like you need to be eating over 2,000, 2,100 calories. And they're so stuck at this 1,200, 1,500 calorie number.
Why do you think it's that 1,200, 1,500 calorie number? And I say that because being in this industry, as you are, you hear that from a lot of people who aren't in the industry.
You
Again, I'm
do.
not a calorie counter, so I don't know what my consumption is or what it should be, but
Yep.
you hear that 1,200 or 1,500 number quite a bit. Why do you think that is? Why is that a magic number out there?
I think it's the learned behaviors from, again, the 90s, 2000s, where you're getting men too, to eat as little as possible almost to keep you alive so that you can
Hmm.
drop the weight really quickly, but unsustainably. So, and
Interesting.
it's also this, I talk to all these women and they're like, I want to lose 20 pounds. It's always 20, 20, 20. I'm like, where is this coming from?
I never thought of that way. Yeah. So you think it's the same thing with the 20 pounds?
I
Is
think
it?
it is. Yeah. I've
Okay.
heard, some, it's more than that, but I feel like the average woman that I talk to is like, I'd love to lose 20 pounds. It's like, okay.
Okay. Now, so this is interesting. So when you talk to these ladies and they say that, I mean, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, here we go again, another 20-pound one. So do you just focus on what they're wanting to do with the 20 pounds, or you say, okay, I know we need to do something besides just the 20 pounds. Let
Mhm.
me, in the back of my mind, do
Oh,
this
yes.
differently. So is that how you approach it? I mean, I'm not trying to be no one's
No,
being
no.
deceptive or anything of that sort.
Yep.
But because I would assume it's because they don't know what they need. They're just going with the number that they were told. Is that
Exactly.
accurate?
And this
Yeah.
is this is another thing when I hear talk to them, they're like, I know what to do, I just don't do it. And it's like, you think you know what you need to do. You've been told the 1,200 calories, the 20 pounds, the endless cardio. But that's not,
Hmm.
and that's why you can't do it too, right? It's like,
Hmm.
it's so miserable doing it that way that you don't want to do it. So you can't stick to it. So yeah, I take that 20 pounds that they want to lose. And my program, it takes time. And that's what I tell them. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm not promising that you're going to lose 10 pounds in a month. I'd actually be concerned if you were, because something else is going on in the background. So they're usually okay coming in with knowing it's a slow process. And every time we meet, a lot of them focus on the scale for a little bit and
Hmm.
they get excited, when the weight is coming down, but then they start to see shifts, which I try to put, I don't want to say push upon them, but like change their outlook. It's like, oh, you know what? I have more energy. I'm not eating takeout as much.
Hmm.
My clothes are fitting better. My bathroom habits are better. I'm sleeping better. I'm saving money. And by the end of it, I get feedback like, I've lost the weight that I wanted to lose. I'm not counting every bite that goes into my mouth. I enjoy the food that I'm eating. I enjoy when I do get to go out for dinners,
Hmm.
but I'm enjoying saving the money, feeling good, having energy. And a lot of the time, the whole scale number, the 20 pounds, it disappears.
That's
They
interesting.
don't really talk about it as much moving forward, which I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, amazing. Does
Which
that answer your question? I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm a little
absolutely.
tangent.
Absolutely it does. Like I said, we're having a conversation here. That's what I like about it. Now, you mentioned saving money. Okay.
Yeah.
And I bring this up because again, you've heard this before. If I've heard it before, you've heard it before. People say to me all the time, well, if I start eating healthy, it'll cost me more because I'm competing with the Happy Meal or the $5-6 pizza or whatever it is out there. So when you say they're saving money, how are they actually doing it? Is that a fair question to ask? I don't-
Oh, totally.
Okay.
I think the thing I get them to really focus on when they're making one meal to double it. So
What do you
they're
mean? What do you
batching.
mean? Yeah. What do you mean? What do
So
you
say
mean?
they're making spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
I ask them to double the amount that they're making so that they can freeze portions of it, so that they're buying the ingredients, but they're
Hmm.
also not making one meal. They're making several. They're making lunches. They can have it again for another dinner. They can pack it with their kids. I ask them to don't even worry about organic. Doesn't matter. buy the frozen veggies. Those are almost even have more nutrition than the fresh stuff that's just going to rot in your fridge. Make a meal plan. Write down your groceries. Make a list so that you know what's in your fridge and you actually use it instead of buying those groceries. They go to waste because you don't know actually what you're going to make with them. So you end up going out to dinner, to lunch, grabbing a Starbucks breakfast on your way to work. It all that, like, every time you go out, it's really adding up, especially when you're wasting the food that you've said, nope, I'm going to eat healthy this week. I'm going to buy all this green stuff, but let it turn to mush in the fridge by the end of the week because I don't know what I'm doing with it.
It's a great response, because I'm with you on that one. I mean, going out to eat is obviously going to be a lot more expensive, but then people throw back, well, I do the fast food and blah, 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 and things of that sort, where it's a lot cheaper, which I get it. It's hard to argue with that financial aspect, but what you just said, it says, hey, buy the frozen stuff, keep it in the refrigerator, make double. And coming from an Italian background with an Italian mother, there's always double or triple of the food. That's not a problem there. So
there's always leftovers.
There's always leftovers. That's right. But but the things you said about the fresh vegetables going mushy in the refrigerator, I've never thought about that. But you're absolutely right. You're 1,000% right on that one, because when you stop and think about it, how often do you throw out stuff? Now, being a single guy, I don't throw out anything. And I don't care if it expired 2 years ago. If it's edible, I'm eating it. One of those kind of things.
It's still fine.
Right.
And I guess I'm in Canada. So even when I go out for fast, I am shocked actually at the cost, how much it actually is. When I take my kids, sometimes we'll go to Wendy's. I am not about cutting out all those fun foods, whatever. We'll go to Wendy's and it's $50.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, I could have made 3 dinners.
Yeah.
So our fast food is not cheap in Canada too. So, I mean, I could be coming at this from a different angle. But buying the frozen, buying tins of beans, tuna, canned fish, shopping the sales, buying in bulk. It can really save you money in the long run, especially when you're making these last minute decisions to go out to eat. Or I don't know if you guys have skip the dishes and DoorDash. Is that a thing?
I've never heard of skip the dishes, but we have DoorDash. Yeah, because you're in Canada. You're in Calgary, right?
I'm in Calgary. Yes.
I'm in Clinton, Indiana. We're worlds apart here, so I'm a little podunk town. Yeah, a little hobo all the time over here. And you're up in the Great White North, eh?
And I feel like I'm living in a snow globe today. It's gorgeous. But yeah, for my Canadian listeners, skip the dishes. But we also have DoorDash, Uber Eats. That's expensive too when you're having to pay for your food to arrive and you're tipping the driver. That all adds up as well.
Well, it's funny you say that, and I don't want to get off topic here, but it just made me think about it, so I'm going to. I listened to a radio program, and they were talking about what one of the DJs had a guest for a week, a friend of his, and he said the guy ordered Uber Eats 2 or 3 times a day, but then the guy also turns around and says that he's financially strapped. He doesn't have a whole lot of money to do anything. Well, wait a second. Which one is it?
Right.
He says, I've never ordered Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything, but I do know it's going to be more expensive, and you got to tip the driver. So financially speaking, it is not the way to go.
It is not. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get off on that topic.
I could go on. But I won't.
Yeah. Now on your in your bio, as I was reading, I wrote this down. You say you talked about let's see, you help busy moms in their 40s lose weight without going back to diet rules or calorie counting. Now we hit the calorie counting. What are diet rules? What do you mean by diet rules?
Ooh, don't eat after 9 p.m. or fasting, intermittent fasting. Don't eat carbs. Don't eat fruit.
Okay.
So I guess those are both carbs, but there's all those diet rules that we were surrounded by. You have the Atkins diet and the South Beach diet,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
everything puts restrictions or takes food groups away. What if we, instead of having rules against eating certain things or at certain times, we started adding to our plates? So sure, eat a snack after 9 p.m. Have your 2 cookies, but maybe add some a source of protein, some Greek yogurt or something beside it to actually fill you up, hit
Mm-hmm.
the cravings, and keep you full until morning
Okay,
instead of pounding a sleeve of Oreos.
see, I already know you work with women because guys don't stop at 2 cookies after 9 a.m., 9 p.m. If it was guys, we'd be eating more than 2 cookies. I promise you
Right, there we go.
that.
There we go.
Okay, so you mentioned something that I don't want to say is near and dear to my heart, but I really enjoy it. Or I don't want to say I enjoy it. I've done a lot of research. I've actually had some other folks I've interviewed on here about intermittent fasting. So my question to you is not whether you for it or against it. I don't think that's a fair question to say, but the way you just brought it up, it's almost like it's almost like it's taboo. So are you
Mm.
not a fan of
I'm
intermittent fasting or what?
I'm on
Again, there's no right or wrong
figured
answer here because
there
everyone
is
has
no
their
right
own.
or wrong
Right,
answer.
right.
It's like there's no best diet. Maybe intermittent fasting is the best diet for someone.
Mm-hmm.
For women, we also have to be very conscious of our hormones. So going without food can have some added stress on our bodies, which can eventually start messing up with our menstrual cycles.
Okay.
So it's just to be very cautious if you're looking at intermittent fasting.
Okay. All right. You also just said something that I 1,000% agree with. Not there's no one best diet out there.
No,
Everyone, and by diet, I don't want to say you have to go on a diet. It's not the
no,
when I'm saying
no.
diet. When I say diet, I talk nutrition. There's no
Yes.
one nutrition method, back to lack of a better term, that's best for everyone because everyone,
Yes.
each person is their own individual. First,
They
I'm
all have
assuming you
the
agree
things
with
they
that.
like. 100%. Everybody has the things they enjoy
Hmm.
that are traditions or for religious purposes. There is no best diet out there
Hmm. Hmm.
as long as you are getting everything that your body needs.
My philosophy is, and I stick by this, and I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I'm wrong with this one. But the best diet or nutritional method that you want to follow is the one you follow, as long as it's healthy,
100%.
as long as it's healthy for you. I mean, eating
Exactly.
pizza and beer all the time, it's not going to be the best for you.
It is not
Okay,
going to be the best for you. Yes,
no.
you want the one that's going to give you the most nutrition that you can stick to, that you enjoy, that you actually have time for. Because if you say, go back to intermittent fasting, if you hate it, you're not going to stick to it. And you're just going probably back. It's not like you're going to make small changes and tweaks. You're
Hmm.
probably just going to go straight back to what you were doing because that doesn't work.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I bring up this story quite a bit, and it's not diet or nutrition related, it's more workout related. But
Mhm.
before I got my certification, before I started doing the trainer stuff, I lived in Cleveland, and I say, I need to hire a trainer at working out at a place, and because I need to start doing something. So I hired a trainer, and the first workout she put me through, at the end of it, I said, we got to do something else. She goes, why? Too hard for you? I'm like, no, I don't like it. If I'm going to be working with you once a week or once a month, whatever it is, and you tell me to do the X, Y, and Z, and I don't like X, Y, and Z, guess what? I'm not going to do it. So we got to find
No,
something that I like. And she kind of looked
100%.
at me puzzled. And I always remember that story because I was thinking, okay, I must have been in the wrong. But now that I'm in this business doing this, I was not in the wrong. Because if you're
No,
not going to like it, you're not going to do it. And therefore, you're not going to
there's no
continue.
benefit.
Yeah, there's no benefit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like what you and I are in the same wavelength there about, there's no one diet cookie fit. They go back to cookies again. No
Yeah.
cookie cutter.
No, I want some cookies.
You got me thinking about the cookies there.
No. Now we're all going to be pounding sleeves of Oreos.
I'm not a big Oreo fan. Give me the chocolate chip cookies. That's a whole different ball game there. So, all right, Christine, tell us about what you got something special coming up. So tell us about what's going on, and you have just tell us.
Yeah. So at the end of not the end, the beginning, there we go. The beginning of January, I am offering a free webinar. It's mostly designed for, again, women over 40, but hey, if you're over 50, you're not a woman, man, anyone can join to get value out of this. We're going to be talking about healing the relationship with food. What does a balanced meal actually look like? What does your body need as it ages? How to really increase that longevity, maintain independence as we hit our older years, and maintain the healthy body that we want, because sometimes what we did in our 20s and 30s just isn't working anymore as we get a bit older, and what we can do instead.
Life happens.
Life happens.
And you can find this information at propelnutritioncoaching.com. Is that correct?
You can. Yes.
Yeah. And I'll be linking everything in the show notes, folks. So don't worry about writing it down if you're in a position where you can't write it down. So that's propelnutritioncoaching.com. All right, Christine, I know I've only asked for a half hour of your time and we're about up here. Is there any parting words or words of wisdom you'd like to give folks out there? You
deserve to eat.
Don't eat cookies.
Don't eat. No, you can eat the cookies. Just eat more than just cookies. You deserve to eat today. You don't earn your calories. You don't have to earn your food. Add to your plate. Don't take away. Add the healthy stuff.
Don't earn your food. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so explain that one a little bit. I know we got the end here, but oh man, don't earn your food. I like that. What does that mean?
It means you don't have to spend an hour on the treadmill to enjoy a cup of coffee and a shortbread biscuit. Okay. Your body is burning calories just by living. You don't have to earn your dinner. Okay. You get to eat your dinner without feeling like you have to exercise for it first.
I love that. Don't earn your food. Oh, I've never heard that term before. I like that. I like that. Wow. Well, Christine, thank you for being the guest on Top Fitness Strategies today. This is Propel Nutrition, propelnutritioncoaching.com. You're welcome here anytime, you know that. And well, maybe you didn't know that, but now you know that now.
Now I know. Absolutely knocking on your door.
That's right. Anytime. But it's snowing here just like it's snowing at your place too. So
lovely.
Speaking of the snow and everything else, and it just made me think of January. If somebody watches or listens to this after January, will you be having more of these? Or I guess the easiest way is just to contact you to find out, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for my email is propelnutritioncoaching@gmail.com. They can get in touch with me there. I'm also on Instagram at Propel Nutrition Coaching. So yeah, email me, DM me. I'd love to get in contact.
Fantastic. Christine, once again, Christine Jackson, propelnutritioncoaching.com. My name is Andrew, Top Fitness Strategies. I am the face who runs the place. We'll end it here, but look younger, stay active, feel amazing, fit after 50 done right. Today's fit after 40 done right. There you go. So Christine, thanks again. And so until next time, this is me and Christine. Ciao.